Good morning. My name is Amy Gonzalez, and I'm here to teach you how to crochet. Now, crochet can take you so many different places of creations and projects. And some of the projects that you will be able to create as a beginner are stuff like these: a beautiful red scarf, a pot holder, or a nice throw blanket that you can use for your living room or for your bedroom. Now, just because you make these creations doesn't mean that you're limited to only these things. There's also advanced projects that you are able to create as well. And some of those examples are like these that are very creative, very unique, and very original. You can go between colors, between different patterns, making it round, stuffing stuff inside, just how they have in this purple nation, or these hats that are different patterns, different colors, different sizes. You have that baby Yoda hat in the back next to the mirror. There's so many creations that you can make that is so much fun to be able to think of something that nobody has thought about creating before. Now, for this, all you're going to need are two simple things: a crochet needle, which looks like a little hook because it can also be called a crochet hook or a crochet needle. Either way is perfectly fine. And yarn. Yarn you can find anywhere and the different sizes and different styles. This is a soft chunky style from Bernat, and it's very soft. It can be made for blankets or scarves or anything, socks, hats, something that is very necessary for making something very soft. And for every yarn, it has the size needle or hook that you're supposed to use. In this case, this is a size 8, but we're not going to use this one. We're actually going to use a red yarn to make it more visible and more easier to see and follow along. Now, what you're going to need to learn is something called a magic knot. Magic knot starts every single crochet project that you can think of. Now, to do this, we're going to have to know that this is your first knuckle on your finger right here, this first one that bends right there, and this is your second one. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to take your string, the end that ends, you're going to wrap it around your first knuckles here. Now, when you wrap it around again, you're going to want to make an X over top, just like that. And you're going to take your hook and put the end with the hook under all the yarn. And then you're going to go ahead and get the yarn that's on top, and you're going to pull it through just like that. Now, sometimes your magic knot will come out a little too big. You see how right through, I can put my finger through it. Now, if this happens, all you have to do is just grab the yarn that ends, and then you're going to pull it against the hook just like that, and then it makes it nice and snug all the way around. Now, the next thing that you're going to do is that we're going to make a chain. A chain is what starts a double crochet stitch. So we're going to start with 10 chains. Now, what you're going to first do is you're going to take your needle. This is my right hand. My dominant hand is on the needle, and my left hand is holding the yarn. We're going to take the yarn on our left hand, and then we're going to go under the hook, and then we're going to take the hook just like that. It's wrapped around. We're going to take it and we're going to go through that magic knot that we created, just like that. We're going to repeat this step 9 more times. And so we're going to go under, hook it through that new loop that you made. And then that's 2. You're going to do this again. Under, through, that's 3. Under, through, that's 4. Under, through, 5. Under, through, 6. Under, through, 7. Under, through, 8. Under, through, 9. And one more, under and through. So that's 10 chains that you have just made. Everything will be just repetition. Continuing to do this for as long as you'd like, but for the sake of time, we're only going to stick to 10 right now. So now what we're going to end up learning is a double crochet stitch. These are chains, and what we're going to do is a double crochet stitch. Double crochet is the most common used. There's single, there's double, there's triple, there's so many others, but for basic learners, the double crochet stitch is one of the easiest. So what we're going to do is we're going to notice that we have one loop on our hook. So we're going to go under just how we did for the chain stitch, and we're going to keep that there. So we're technically creating 2 loops right there. We're going to hold that one there, and then we're going to go through the chain that we made, the last chain that we made. We're going to go right through it in the middle. Then we're going to take that yarn and we're going to pull it right through that same loop that I just went through, which now creates 3 loops on our hook. Then what you're going to do is you're going to do the same thing, go under, and you're going to pull through not one of those, but 2 of them. So now you have 2 left. Then you're going to do that one more time, and you're going to pull it through all of them. And there you go. That is your first double crochet stitch. And we're going to continue that for all of the chains. So we're going to go under. Now we have 2. We're going to go through. We're going to pull. And now we have 3. We're going to go under one more time. Pull through 2. Under one more time. And pull through 3. Now you have 2 double crochet stitches. Just like that. You're going to continue that for the entire time. For all of the chains, you're going to go through, pull through, under, pull through 2, under, pull through 2. You see how it's now getting its shape that is wanted. Now I'm going to continue this so that I can show you the finished product, and we'll be back in just a second. Alrighty, now here we are. We have the entire row done with double crochet stitches. You know, the way for you to count is having 1 here. You have 1 here, 2, 3. You see how there's a little hole right in between there? Right there. That's how you can tell that's 1 stitch. And if you're able to do that, then that's how you know all your stitches are intact. Now for this to continue, you repeat the same exact process until you get your desired length. You can go 3 rows, you can go 100 rows, 1,000. The more rows you have, the bigger your project is going to be, obviously. Now, I'm going to continue for a couple more rows just to show you guys a larger example, kind of a finished product of what it is that we're going to be creating here. Now, this crochet technique has been around since the early 1800s, and since then it has evolved into so many projects and a larger understanding of exactly what it is. Now, according to the creative interventions and activities, crocheting has been studied and is known to relieve depression, reduce anxiety, and even build up your self-esteem, because creating something with your own 2 hands and with your imagination can work wonders on what you really think that you are really capable of. So I think crocheting is definitely a good hobby to pick up, and here is the semi-finished product of what we just created. Just by those simple steps, you created this nice little square pattern, and you can continue making it as big or as wide or as long as you like. This technique is used for that scarf that you saw in the beginning, and it's also used for that throw blanket as well. This double crochet stitch is very, very popular amongst a lot of the patterns. So I'm glad that we were able to create this little piece, and I hope that you definitely learned how to crochet. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good rest of your day.